Hey everyone, so this is the course navigation tutorial video for the MEDIC 237 health insurance course. So this video is going to show you how to get around the Canvas course that you will be learning in this semester. This course happens to be for a summer session of the MEDIC 237, but if you are taking a fall session, then it'll work much the same with all of the same tabs and so on. It will just be a little bit longer, about 10 weeks longer. So when you first log into the course, you land at the home page, and the home page will look something similar to this. Some of the icons may look different to you, but for this session I have these icons here, and so they are linked to different pages within the Canvas course, and I parked them here on the home page so that they are easily accessible to you throughout the semester, so you don't have to go digging through all of the modules to find them. Although I will show you where to find it in the orientation module. They are pretty easy to find there. If you need to just click on a button and need easy access to any of this information, it is all here for you. So in a moment we're going to click here and start the course orientation, but if you were looking for course details or the syllabus or schedule, there's a bunch of tutorials linked in here I'm going to show you momentarily. Information for our student services on campus, information about me, how to get a hold of me, and then this last button here is actually a direct link to my web meeting room, and so if you click this button from the home page, it will open up my online meeting room, and so I will be able to see you and speak with you, and we can have an online meeting that way if you schedule one with me and I know ahead of time. If you click that button and I don't know that you're clicking it, then you're going to get a whole lot of nothing on the other end because I won't be there. So that's kind of what your homepage looks like. Over here on the right hand side you have a couple of things. You can click view course stream. We don't have any recent messages. I haven't posted anything there. You can click view course calendar, which is kind of nice. It gives you everything that is due or what you were supposed to be doing each day of the week, and so that's kind of cool there too. So then looking into July for this course, then it would tell you again things that are due. So if you go back to the home page, right below the course stream and the course calendar you have your to-do list, and so you have the option of Xing out of these and clicking them off of your list if you want to, but if you complete them then they will go away by themselves and they won't be there the next time you go to the home page. So all of these things over here on the side are essentially your little to-do list, and so it kind of gives you an idea of what you need to be working on as soon as you log into the course. Alright, so from the home page you will have modules, will be the next tab down, and the very first module is the orientation module, and I'm going to go back to the home page and show you. When you click start here, that is actually where it takes you. It takes you to this course orientation module. And so again, it tells you that some of the icons on the home page also link to a page here in the orientation module for easy future reference, but some of them are not linked to the home page. So it is important that you read each of these pages and complete all of the tasks that are contained within the pages, because this is really designed to help you learn to be oriented well with the course and to navigate the important parts of the course. So there's the super important stuff, and it is things like if you need closed captions or learning how to navigate the course, which is where this video is going to be parked as soon as I'm done recording it. And then course description, outcomes, and materials. There's all of your course description information, textbook information. A lot of this stuff is also in your syllabus, but if you are not a reading off paper kind of person, you can find a lot of it here. Now, in the syllabus and schedule, you'll note that I highlight and italicize that you should definitely read this, and that is because there's information contained within your syllabus that is not necessarily in this orientation module, and you're responsible for knowing both. So you want to definitely make sure that you go through both the orientation module and the syllabus and schedule. So anyway, you go through all of these different steps. There's lots of information for you. One of the pages that may be most helpful to you is the tutorials page. Here you will find information and a video that I recorded for you on how to register for MyLab. Another one on how to use the e-textbook in MyLab. Some information about the HonorLock testing proctor that we're going to use for our exams for this semester. There's a practice quiz that you can take now to find out if your browser is ready and to kind of give you an idea of how that HonorLock works, so I definitely suggest that you do that as well. How to submit assignments, and then lastly, how to Zoom conference with me. So there's lots of good information in here. If you have questions, odds are I've probably answered it in there, so check the tutorials page. So you're going to go through the orientation module first, and then the very last step, you'll see that you have orientation assignments that are due. And you need to make sure that you complete those. Now, most of the items in your course are going to be, assignments are going to be due either on a Thursday or a Sunday. The exception to that is this week and the very last week of class. And this week you've got a couple of orientation assignments due earlier in the week, and then the last week of class, the final is due earlier in the week. So make sure you don't miss any of that stuff. And then the rest of your modules, you can minimize this long list by clicking that arrow, which is kind of nice. The rest of your modules will essentially look the same. There's usually a text header and then some information underneath the text header. So your orientation assignments, here's your 2 orientation assignments that you need to do. You have some chapter assignments we're going to be doing for the summer course. We'll be doing 2 chapters a week. If you're in a fall course, it'll probably be about 1 chapter a week. So you'll have then a learning objectives and material page, and these are important pages to read. I feel like a lot of students skip over these, but this is where the good stuff that you want to have to prepare for your exams and prepare for your assignments is. And so this is where you'll see all of the learning outcomes or objectives for each chapter is, where you will be able to find any lecture videos that I posted, any lecture maps that I posted, any additional cheat sheets. In this case, there is an insurance formula cheat sheet that I created to help students learn how to calculate the insurance math a little bit easier. And so this is where information, and then here's an insurance math video to show you kind of how this cheat sheet works as well, in a couple of different scenarios. So information for each chapter, content is going to be listed under the learning objectives and material pages for each chapter. So be sure to check those out. You will also have chapter homework. These chapter homeworks are linked directly to the MyLab assignments. And so I'm in the student view here, so I haven't registered for MyLab as a student in this course yet, and so it's going to prompt me to do that. And there's a tutorial on that over there in the tutorials page. But your homework will be done in MyLab, and you don't have to log in anywhere other than Canvas. They're all directly linked and embedded into the modules, so all you need to do is make sure that you are completing, that's my husband laughing over there watching YouTube videos, all you need to do is make sure that you are completing everything in every single module from top to bottom. Some of the assignments are not linked in MyLab. For instance, this insurance math assignment is not linked in MyLab, so you'll just want to make sure that you read any directions that are posted with the assignment and then complete them. There are discussion boards, which I actually haven't published, so you can't see them here yet. I'm still working on those. But there will be discussion boards. I can show you one. I think there's one up here. Yes, a discussion board. You can see it's notated on the side. Let me flip back right here real quick. You can see that the little pencil and papers are assignments, and these are just pages of information, and then the little speech bubbles are discussion boards, and so these little icons and badges kind of help you figure out which each thing is. And so this discussion board, you will note that replies are visible only to those who have posted at least one reply. So here's the deal with the discussion boards, excuse me. Your initial reply is always due on Thursday, and you want to make sure that you answer all the questions in the prompt. And then your posts to peers, you need to reply to 2 peers by Sunday of the same week, and again make sure that you address or include any additional information or posts or points that were included in the prompt. So for example, I may give you a discussion point and then tell you to include reference from 2 specific areas of a chapter when replying to other students, and then you need to you'll need to formulate 2 peer responses with that in mind. So initial posts are always due on Thursday, peer responses always due on Sunday. And you have until 11:59 p.m. to do them, so you can always do them early, but you cannot do them late. Let me go back here. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, there's my dogs. Sorry, that one was actually my grandpuppy. Then the only thing to note is make sure that you're paying attention to deadlines and to assignment due dates. And other than that, I think you're good. On the modules, the MyLab and Mastering, there's information, there's a tutorial video over in the tutorial section to show you how to get this all set up. It will link you to your homework assignments. You'll need an access code for that. And there's some information in the syllabus and also in the tutorial section to help you out with that. Your grades, pretty self-explanatory. Shows you what grades you've gotten for all of your assignments. One cool feature with this is that it also shows you how your grades are weighted. Your MyLab and module assignments are worth 30% of your grade, exams are 35, discussions are 35. That we do have competency quizzes in this course. They are not weighted for your final grade, but they are required for our accreditation study, and so you will notice those in there as well. One cool feature about this is that you can do what-if scores, so you can put in plausible scores in here, and if you say you maybe got an 8 out of this one and didn't do so hot on this one, you can put in variable scores in here, and then it will give you an updated running total down here. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so then up at the top you can arrange your gradebook by assignment group, by due date, which is how it makes the most sense to me, but you do whatever you want to do, by module or by title. So you can do it however you want to do it that works out best for you, and kind of make the gradebook work for you the best way you can. The syllabus tab just kind of shows you what's due when, so it's another way to good way to keep track of what you got coming up and what you need to do. And then the calendar feature is also over here on the right, along with the grade weighting. Chat option gives you the ability to chat with me if I'm online. It will tell you if I'm online. So right now I'm logged in as a test student, but if I'm here, then it'll have my name there. And so if I'm online, you can check there and then chat directly with me. The Contra Costa Library, this tab links out to our campus library, which is a good resource for a lot of things. And the Collaborations tab, this, I'm still deciding if I'm going to use this in this course or not. It may or may not be there when you get to see this video, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so one feature that is not here yet that will be is an announcement tab. Over here, announcements will also be linked up to the top of the home page. So anytime you make an announcement, the last 2 or 3 announcements will be linked at the top of the home page up here in this space. But there will also be a tab here where you can read them somewhere, probably between modules and MyLab and Mastering. So stay on the lookout for those as well. I post a lot of announcements throughout the course to keep people updated as needed, or if I make changes throughout the course, then that is where you will find those changes, is in the announcement tab. So you definitely want to read through those once they are posted as well. All right, so that does it for us for this navigational tutorial for the 237 course. If you have any questions, you have my email, and so let me know. Thanks.